filmed in front of a webcam audience, this is the 5th annual Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees. Only 3 months late, the B.Y.S.E.N Awards. Yes! Yes! Now, this is actually my 2nd attempt at recording this. I put it off for a month, and as it is, it was already 2 months late at that point. So I expect this to come out at, like, June. In fact, now that I've said that, I'm just going to put this out in June. Because fuck it. Let's get this out of the way. I am meant to cut this down really, really lots. That's horrible good grammar. I just combined the words English and grammar to Grambler. That doesn't even, why is there a B in that? I meant to cut this down because last year it was over half an hour long, plus a supplementary video. So, let's just start off by saying the thing that I was meant to have just said before, and that is, I am no longer wearing my Borderlands 2 shirt because I've lost it. So instead, I am wearing my Siren shirt, because she is the prettiest. And, let's begin. First up, Animu of the Year. And the nominees are, let me just get this pile. The nominees in a particular order that I have to arrange real fast. Prison School! Because, wait a second, this isn't prison. This is live action. I did not know this existed until I went to pick up the DVD, grabbed this, and noticed it 3 days after I bought it. So I went back and grabbed this one instead. I need to watch this, as you can see, like I did last year. This one is still wrapped. Okay, I'll just pull it downwards instead. This one is not. I've watched it. It's great. So, the reason this one is for 2 reasons. One, it is fucking amazing. Did I say it won? Oops, sorry. I'll get back to it once I've officially declared that it won. Or did it? You know, honestly, I don't actually remember if this won or not. I don't remember if Prison School won or if Rick and Morty Season 2 won. Which, I know you're going to say, oh, it came out 2015, doesn't count. Well, the DVD came out in 2016, plus I have no consistency. This is a completely legitimate award show. Insert legitimate award show clip. So, those are the 2 real nominees, but let's get to the, special nominations. What are they called? I'll figure out the word in like 20 minutes from now. Anyway, Parasyte, the live-action movie, because Parasyte won last year. The Ghost in the Shell, the new movie, which I definitely don't see getting confused with the new Ghost in the Shell movie coming out this year, 2017, the year of our Lord. And, of course, Avatar, the book thingy. It's actually quite good. Like, here I'll find a page. I was expecting it to be one of those, you know, like, full-size, these type of books. Like, see how big it... I was expecting it to be one of those, but it's only that big. However, it is still really good, despite being disappointed by that. I think I honestly got this last year. I may have even nominated it last year. I don't remember. Because it is filled with shit like this. A fold-out, like you can literally... Oh, I think I just bent that. That was stupid. Point is, if I wanted to take it out, it's got that glue stuff they put in books that's... Like, it's fine to use in books, but it's sticky, like plastic glue. I don't know what it is. Point is, it has things like a water-bending scroll in it, even though it's folded up, not scrolled. There's other things like a ad for the Jasmine Dragon, but it's only one star. Here we go. Oh, a missing poster for Upper. Because, just, point is, this is a good book. Even if you don't want to read it, buy it for those little insert thingies. It's good. Now, let's get to the point where I announce which one of these actually won. This wins because, 2 reasons. One, it's completely ridiculous, yet it treats itself 100% seriously. Like, you know Death Note, the potato chip scene? Just how ridiculous that is, but how serious they're treating it. That, every 2 or 3 episodes, and... It's comic gold. It's just good. Watch it. I'm not a reviewer. Just take my word for it. Watch this shit. It is vulgar as all fuckery do. That's right. All fuckery do. Worth all of my $50 dues to buy this. And one of the biggest pulls for it is that they had so much faith, besides the fact they also made a live action. That shows their faith in it as well. I also bought the mangas. I'll be back in a second. I'll go grab the mangas. Alright, I'm back. Just give me a second to sit down. You can see my reflection in the... Look, you can see... Alright, here I am. Here are the mangas. All 4 of them that are currently out. I also haven't unwrapped them. I probably will never read them, honestly. Point is, it's a good... Right, what I was saying is that while it was still being made, wasn't even fully released in Japan yet, there was a dub of it going. And if that doesn't say that they have faith in their product, I don't know what does. Remember to breathe. That is important. So yeah, the winner is Prison School, and I guess maybe this as well. I haven't watched the live action. I'll do that. I'm gonna put these up here in my to-watch pile. Next up is... Put that to a side for reasons. That being said, this is amazing. I'll get back to it later. Buy this. Just buy it. It's good. If you like Avatar. If you don't, then it's kind of shit. And that's the good Avatar, not the James Cameron piece of shit that they're making, the prequel sequel that was meant to come out in 2014. It's now 2017. They say they're going to make 3 more of them. Oh my god, I am talking really fast! On that topic, movies. Wait, no, those are the video game. That's the superhero movies. Those are the video game movies. I apparently only have 4 nominations. Could have sworn I had more, but I apparently don't. Who wins? Right, I've got the winner, it's fine. Oh, right, I had Ghostbusters, and I was going to make a bad joke about that. Whatever, it didn't win. It's not as bad as everyone says, but it's still bad, honestly. So, our first nomination is Ratchet Clank, the movie. And if you say this is bad, without actually having seen it, mind you, I might add, because I bet you haven't, you can go fuck yourself, because you are part of the fucking problem. Now, if you'll remember, this last year won my most anticipated thing of next year, which is technically 2 years ago now, because I'm recording this late. Whatever! In 2015, this won my most anticipated thing of 2016. And I wanted to see it in the movies. And that even beat out fucking Warcraft the movie, and I'm a Warcraft fucking nerd. Point is, it came out in June. In America. In Australia, it came out in July, because they wanted it to coincide with the school holidays, you know, because it's PG, I thought it was G. Whatever, it's a kid's movie, and some people may say that's a problem. It's not, it's a fucking kid's game to begin with. It got fucking bombed to shit in the reviews in America, and as such, my local cinema said, you know what, we're not gonna play this. Just wait for it to come out on DVD. So, I got fucked over because of people not seeing the movie. Well, I'm sure some people saw the movie. I had a speech about this. I'm even going completely off script. I'm just remembering half the shit. What was I saying? Right. So, people saw the movie, said it was shit, and then people who didn't see the movie said, oh, it's shit. You know, just like people did with this Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I loved, was fucking amazing. I heard 3 people saying, oh, it's absolute shit. Have you seen it? No, why would I see it? It's shit. Okay, here's what you do. If you haven't seen a movie but heard it shit, say, I heard it shit. Don't say it is shit, because you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Don't listen to fucking morons. See it for yourself. Say, I didn't want to see that. It's not my thing. That is fine. Don't say, it is shit. I will not say it because it is shit. I know that for fact. Because this movie was great. I loved it. I had to wait for it to come out on DVD, and I went out immediately. And to be fair, I was thinking about it for a long time before that. But I immediately, after watching this movie, went out and bought a fucking PS4, and it was the first game I played. I loved it. It was not as good as the original, honestly. It was definitely a cash grab tie-in with the movie, but it was still Ratchet & Clank, the sort of original game, and it was great, and it was the first game I played on my PS4 in the vain hopes that someone out there saw, wow, that happened right as the DVD came out in Australia. I bet he bought it he bought a PS4 just for that game. And somewhere that makes me feel as if I've made a difference, even though I honestly haven't. And let me just go on a small little backstory. Ratchet & Clank 1 on the PS2. My friend had that, and I played it so fucking much. It was a great game. The next year, when Ratchet & Clank 2 was coming out, I bought a PlayStation 2, and played Ratchet & Clank 2. And then when Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction Future, like 3 separate subtitles came out on the PS3, I bought a PS3 to play that game. And now, Ratchet & Clank, don't know where the disc is. Oh, there it is, right there. I'll be back in a second. Oh, also, Uncharted, I guess. That's a good game, too. Ratchet & Clank, yeah, I bought it. Clearly. Point is, I bought a PS2 to play Ratchet & Clank. I bought a PS3 to play Ratchet & Clank. I bought a PS4 to play Ratchet & Clank. Ratchet & Clank is a system seller, and even though, you know what, this is not going to win the best movie of the year, because it is not the best movie of the year, but it is going to have its own category made just for this movie to win something in the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominees 2017, the 4th annual. Maybe the 5th annual, I don't know. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Next movie is, well, honestly, every single movie that I nominated for this year is ones that people kind of hated. Except this one. This was universally loved. Zootopia, aka Furry's Wet Dream. I myself am a furry, and this was my wet dream. I mean, just look at the Boone. Look at where's the camera? There it is. Look at Boone. Wait, Boone. Let me tell you, you would fuck that furry little tail, wouldn't you? Our next nomination was, and I have a story about this one, let me tell you. I have a story as well about this one, let me tell you. And I will tell you, and you have no choice unless you stop the video. Why have you kept watching at this point? I have not edited. I have done pretty well without editing so far, including that, like, half a minute where I just was not on screen doing nothing. 12 minutes, 13 minutes in. Not bad. Zoolander 2. Yes, I am not even joking. It was a good movie. I say that having never seen Zoolander 1, which ruined the movie. Oh! I just came. I don't know what I'm doing. Point is, it was a good movie. Just watch it and pretend it is Austin Powers 4, and it's a great spy movie. It was better than the last James Bond movie, Spectre. Spectre was a piece of shit. And oh my god, I think I complained about this last year. And if I didn't, it was very close on my things that annoyed me of last year list. Which I may not have made, I don't remember. I should get a drink. My throat is already fucked. This is about as far as I got last time when I tried. Anyway, point is... right, what I was complaining about Spectre was that it had 3 moments of pitch black. Cut to bright light in a dark theater. My fucking eyes burned it as a piece of shit movie on top of that as well. This is a much better spy movie. It is a hilarious comedy. Maybe if I haven't seen the first Zoolander, so maybe it does shit on that a bit, but he's still a moron, and oh, they're making fun of the fat kid. The whole moral of the movie, spoilers, is the fat kid, fat acceptance at the end. Fucking SJWs complaining about that, they're fucking morons. Obviously haven't watched the movie, because at the end, it's saying, you're fat. That doesn't matter, that's okay, and honestly, it's not okay, I'm a fat ass, and I really need to lose weight. But the SJWs complaining about that, that didn't sound good. Last up, and the winner, also something that a lot of people apparently hated, or at least either Jimmy Fallon, or what's that British cunt's name? The British guy who was on Jon Stewart's show. Whatever his fucking name is, he made fun of it, and apparently he doesn't like it too. Now You See Me Too. I liked it. It was good. There was a 3-minute card scene where they were just throwing a card around, doing card tricks. It was cool. Some of the effects, I don't know if could actually work in real life, and it could have just been the shutter speed of the camera. But either way, it was pretty cool with the rain magic, and the end was kind of obvious, honestly. But still, it was an interesting movie, and I liked it. Also, you do kind of need to see the first one, despite what they say. Oh, we took advantage of this guy. Yeah, if I hadn't seen the first one, and loved the first one, by the way, you wouldn't have understood why the main bad guy from the first one shows back up again. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, this one wins because I like it. There's no story behind it. I just like it. So, winner of the Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominee 2015-17, I got both of those numbers wrong, but you get what I mean, is, for the movies, is Now You See Me. I will put that in the pile of winners. Where did I put... Right, they're up there in the to-watch pile. Put that over there. What is up next? Video game movies. Our first nomination is Ratchet Clank. You've already heard the story about that. The second one is the Warcraft movie, which, as much as I wanted it to be, it was a steaming pile of shit. Angry Birds movie, it's about what you expected. Dead Rising, bet you didn't know this one existed, came out this year. Actually, it came out 2 years ago and this year, because there are 2 Dead Rising movies. Watchtower, which, or was it the Endgame? Let me just check. Okay, Watchtower was the first one. What's his name? Sam West? Whatever, the main character of the Dead Rising series was really greatly portrayed by that one guy who did it in this movie. And this, just in general, was a good zombie survival horror movie, conspiracy theories, all that. It was great. Unfortunately, it came out 2 years ago, not last year. So, which, this one came out last year. Endgame, it's not as good. It's really kind of stupid. Collectively, since it's a direct sequel, I will give it a nomination. However, I will give this one a Retcon of the Year for should have at least been nominated, but it wouldn't have won anyway. And this one, oh, they are rated? That's not a sure. Does not win, but I just want you to know that it actually exists and it's a good movie if you like this game. The next nomination is Assassin's Creed, but I don't have the DVD yet because it hasn't come out yet. And I saw it after January, so I guess I'll nominate it this year, next year. Like, probably June next year when I finally get around to putting that one out 6 months late. After that is Hardcore Henry. It's basically Call of Duty the game. It's a first-person shooter. Watch it. I think it's indie. It's good. It's just good. It's cool. It's slightly sickening, as in, like, motion sickening. But other than that, it's good. It's also a bit predictable as well, but I like the guy who has clones of him. I honestly don't actually remember much of this movie at all. I dropped that unintentionally, but I will leave it there because fuck you. And our last nomination and winner is Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15 Redux Remastered XL. Wait, no, that's Kingdom Hearts I was thinking of. This is only 15. Breathe. Yeah, this movie, it's good. This is what I wanted the Warcraft movie to be. Absolute CGI masterpiece, which I will point out the orcs in this were amazing. I completely forgot that they weren't real. They look great. Just like this, I was honestly, like, for 5 minutes, confused. Is this live action? Is this CGI? Is this... I mean, obviously, tons of it's CGI, but it is so fucking uncanny. It's amazing. Like, let me tell you a little story. I only learnt this, like, 2 days ago. And that is, remember when the first Final Fantasy movie came out? And it took them 14 hours to render a single frame of that. Now video games are better than that quality, and we render them in real time. That is fucking amazing to me, and this is almost photorealistic, real movie, CGI, whatever. It looks good. It wins. Kingsglaive. What's that? Ratchet & Clank didn't win the category that I made specifically for it to win? Well, guess what, cunts? This video game isn't the category that I made it for winning. My throat is fucked. It hurts so much. I didn't make the video game movie category just for Ratchet & Clank to win. There was actually enough nominees, whatever, this year for it to actually exist. Also, Sly Cooper the movie. What happened to that? Apparently, it just stopped existing. Okay. Yeah. Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15, winner of the Video Game Movie of the Year Award, Best You've Seen Entertainment Nominee, 2016. I got it right this time. Breathe. And next up is the category that I have made specifically for the Ratchet & Clank movie, and that is the Fuck You, This Deserves an Award reward, which I actually have made for the last 2 years already. I just didn't know I had a name for it already. Previous winners have been, I believe, Pixels, for the exact same reason that I was pissed off it didn't come out in theaters. I then saw it and it was a good movie, but a ton of people who said, oh, it's a shit movie, without actually seeing it, said it was a shit movie and just review bombed it everywhere. I liked it. Sure, it's a weird movie. It's honestly kind of bad, but it was entertaining. I knew what I was seeing when I saw it, and I liked it. People like movies that you don't. I like a lot of movies people think are shit. For example, let's go on to the next category, and that is superhero movies, and the fact that there are this many nominations sees why it's a legitimate category. Doctor Strange, it's Iron Man, but with magic. Civil War, I didn't like it. Then after I thought about it, I liked it. It's seriously happened with all the Captain America movies, except the first. The first one was really shit. It was literally just an extended trailer for the Avengers. Point is, Captain America, the first movie, which was Winter Soldier, the first movie doesn't count, it's shit. Winter Soldier, I didn't like. Then I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and liked it. This one has no attachment to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I do like the world-building environment stuff, Sokovia Accords. Trump should sign those. Then we have Batman vs. Superman, which I liked, and much like, look, it won. I liked it. It was a good action smash movie. Honestly, this was probably my favorite movie the entire year, beating out Now You See Me Too. See what I mean? But I like shit movies. People like them. This made fucking billions of dollars, but people call it a flop just because some didn't like it. Oh, guess what? No, not Deadpool. No, not Killing Joke. This, I overhyped it in my mind. It was not as good. Also, I like the first part, the part that people hated, and I didn't like the second part because it made no fucking sense. Oh, the Joker fell into a vat of bleach and bleached his skin. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. It would be nice if you explain that in the... Oh, my voice. It would be nice if you explain that in the origin story ever at all. He just fell into something. We didn't know what it was. Didn't even know it was fucking bleach. Just chemical. Suddenly I'm crazy. Suicide Squad. I liked it. I mean, it was not very good, but again, better than everyone said. Also, my dad really liked it, but, you know, he doesn't count because he's not people. It's a reference, you won't get the joke. X-Men Apocalypse, I also liked it. Not very much, but... And Deadpool, let me get a story about this going, along with Zoolander, whatever the hell that is. That is, people that saw this then went and complained, oh my god, this was not appropriate for my children. And then people said, in return to that, well, maybe you should check out what you're seeing, know what you're seeing before you see it so you won't get confused and not like it. And then they went and saw Zoolander. It's like, I don't like this because I was confused about it. Ah! See what I mean there? Like, if you're going to complain, know what you're seeing before you see it. Then complain about Zoolander because, oh, it's a comedy. Oh, it's a stupid comedy. How could anyone like that? See what I mean? Point is, good movie, not great, overhyped. That complaint I just made. And the winner, Batman vs. Superman. Like I said, this is probably the best movie of the year. I just liked it. People say Transformers movies are shit, and yet they're making a sixth one. Fifth? Sixth? I don't know. They're making another one, and it is going to make billions of dollars just like all the others, despite everyone saying, oh, no one likes the Transformers movies. So, Batman vs. Superman, winner of the superhero movies, Best You've Seen Entertainment Nomination of 2016. My throat is... I'm not going to talk tomorrow. The next category is... I honestly don't know. I've gotten through all of my pre-prepared materials. Right! Where's it gone? Oh, right here, what I was holding a second ago. Right, the winner of the Fuck You, This Deserves a Reward award is Ratchet Clank. The movie, not the game. The game was kind of shit. But the movie was good. And previous winners of this award that I have said I have already made have been Pixels. And before that, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which also had that Pixels moment of, oh, it's shit even though I haven't seen it yet, type of... Basically, if someone says, oh, it's shit, but I haven't seen it, and I like it, chances are it's going to win this award next year. I am going to cut now, and probably come back in 3 months with a less blown out voice. I'm already up to 26 minutes. I was meant to cut this down. I'm not going to edit this at all. It's going to be like 2 hours long. I think up next is video games. Let's scroll down. Holy fuck, I'm hot. Whew. Wow, I've got a lot of shit written. Here we go. Animu, movies, comic movie. It's comic book movies, not superhero movies, so I guess there's more nominations. Games, which I haven't got a category. DLC and trailers. I didn't have video game movies? Oh, my voice. Retcon. Right, let's just do... No, I'll do that later. Yeah, I'm gonna stop and start record again in like a month or 2. I'm going to put this out on June, so it doesn't matter. I've said it now. It's going to happen. I'm going to go back to playing Dishonored, which I'm really far behind on. I am one-taking this and blowing my voice out in the process.